Hey everybody, it's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's September 20th and fall is officially 2 days away. So although it feels like a beautiful summer day, it's time to talk about fall eyeshadow palettes. So let me start out with a favorite of mine, which is a really polarizing palette that a lot of people do not like, flat out hate, and I absolutely love. And I'm talking about Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture. Yes, the infamous Subculture. I love this palette. I used it today. It just screams fall. It's so pretty. You've got your greens, your browns, your mustard yellow, this spectacular, I've got this on my lid today. I just absolutely love Subculture. You just have to, it's very, very highly pigmented, so you just want to start out with a light hand, and I mean, I just love it. I used this white in the inner corner. I used this shade right here for a transition, really pretty buff peachy neutral. I put this green in the crease, then I deepened it up with this green in the crease and underneath the lash line, and then I did the duochrome all over the lid. Next, another ABH palette. This is the Jackie Aina palette. Look at the rich browns, purples, berries. It's just another gorgeous, gorgeous fall palette. Highly recommend it. And I've got one more by Anastasia. This is the Prism palette. This is a great fall palette. Again, you have your deep colors, golds, blues, browns, just so pretty. Keep it in line with the smoky colors. And I couldn't find it, but I also have the original Mario palette. If you have that, that is an awesome fall palette, also from ABH. Next, of course, I have to go with the NATASHA DENONA Metropolis palette. This came out last year, and again, all the beautiful colors of fall leaves. You've got your greens, your golds, your browns, just spectacular. You do have a pop of blue and you've got a berry there, but just a fantastic fall palette. I highly recommend it. And what I really like to do is pair Metropolis with the Safari palette. Safari is an all matte palette, and it just goes great to give you some extra mattes, and it pairs wonderful with the Metropolis palette. So pretty. Got one more from NATASHA DENONA I want to mention, and that is the Cranberry palette. This is a really pretty 5-pan eyeshadow, and you've got a gorgeous berry, a plum, and you can do some really pretty looks with that. And then you've also got a purple and a peach, and then you've got an inner corner highlight, and it's just a really pretty, that is the NATASHA DENONA 5-pan Cranberry palette. Next, I absolutely love the dark matte eyeshadow palette from VISEART. This is a stunning palette. I don't think I've really ever heard anybody talk about it, but you have all your fall colors, and this is an all matte palette. So these are $80. It's the number 404 dark matte palette from VISEART, and it is so pretty. I like to pair it with the Bijoux Royale palette from VISEART, and this is an all shimmer palette. It's number 9 Bijoux Royale. So if you take the dark matte palette and the Bijoux Royale, again, you have companion palettes for fall. So stunning. I love this green down here. And what's nice about VISEART palettes, in the pan, what you see is what you get. They last all day. They're some of my absolute favorite eyeshadows. and every fall I definitely pull out this dark matte palette. It's a great one, and if you're looking for one to try, I highly recommend it. Okay, let's see what else. This is a palette that I made of Sydney Grace eyeshadows. You can go to Sydney Grace Cosmetics, and I just happened to make, this is from her Christmas in July sale, July before last. I didn't buy anything this year, but this is a great palette of hers that I made of fall colors. It's so pretty, really great quality, and she has that sale every year, and I just absolutely love it. I actually think this was an autumn collection, and I put them all together if I remember correctly. I think she had a autumn, yeah, I think that's what it was. But those are some Sydney Grace fall eyeshadows, so check out her website. Also, I made this palette from Makeup Forever shadows. This is kind of, I made my own kind of Halloween palette. These are all Makeup Forever shadows. I got a matte purple with a really pretty diamond purple. This khaki gold shade I absolutely love. I've got some rich browns, some blues, some orange. It's just the Makeup Forever eyeshadows. Here's a really pretty burgundy and kind of a do-it-yourself Halloween palette. It's kind of a mess because I was rearranging them, but anyways, that is so pretty, and I highly, especially, this is, I gotta tell you the number of this shade. This khaki green is my #1 all-time favorite Makeup Forever shade. So if you're looking for a gorgeous khaki green, I328, love this. Such a pretty khaki, gorgeous, love it, so pretty, great fall color. So those are my Makeup Forever shadows. Then I depotted my Melt Impulsive palette, but this is the Melt Impulsive palette, and I know this was recently on sale at Sephora, but it's a great fall palette with your greens again, and your berries and blues and browns and gold. It's just a great, but that is the Melt Impulsive palette, and these oranges are really pretty too, leaf color. These greens up here, that was a Sydney Grace bundle as well. I think it was called Danny's. It was a set of greens. I think it was called Danny's bundle or something, but it was just a bundle of green, so that's a great one from Sydney Grace as well. So what else did I want to show you? So I also depotted my Urban Decay Elements eyeshadow palette. That is right here. That was Christmas before last, and it came in a really big, round, bulky packaging, and so I depotted it. And this is just some great Urban Decay eyeshadows. You've got some great purples, greens, golds, and browns. So that is the Urban Decay Elements eyeshadow palette. And in case you're interested, these are the Urban Decay 24/7 blushes. I depotted my blushes, and I absolutely love these. This purple down here is Bittersweet. I absolutely love that blush. But anyways, so this is some Urban Decay that I have, but that is the Element eyeshadow palettes, and that's a great one for fall. Another Urban Decay eyeshadow palette that I think is just perfect is the Born to Run. This is a great kind of deeper palette. It just has, it is great for travel. It has everything that you would want to do in a look. You've got your browns, your greens, I mean, it's not exclusively for fall, but it just has a lot of darker tones, which are great for fall, and I think it's just a perfect, if you could only take one, Urban Decay Born to Run would be it. You just get the most, you know, you can do you've got everything that you need to create a look, and all your transitions in a dark, and it's just a perfect palette, and I absolutely love it. So that is the Born to Run. Let's see what's next. Couple more Urban Decays that I wanted to mention. I absolutely love Naked Heat. This is a great palette for all your warm orangey tones. It's just perfect for fall. I absolutely love this palette, and it's just so cohesive, going from light to dark. Everything comes out great, and it's just a great palette. Another Urban Decay is the Naked Cherry. So for your really pretty burgundy looks, it's just so gorgeous. I absolutely love Naked Cherry. Just a great berry tone fall look. Again, everything you do looks good with this palette, and you have, I really like the cohesiveness of the Naked palettes, going from light to dark, and just everything looks so pretty. Packaging is awesome too. Just Naked Heat and Naked Cherry. I was gonna bring out the Naked Smoky because I think that is such a great palette as well, but since it's not available anymore, but I think that is also a great palette for smoky looks, but that's for year round. So what else? Another melt palette I forgot to mention. This is Smoke Sessions, and I really love the greens and the golds and the brown. It's such a great fall palette. I absolutely love the colors. It's so pretty, and I haven't even tried it. When you have so many palettes, it's just, I mean, I just like to look at it, and then I go to touch it, and I was like, no, I don't want to mess it up. Do you do that sometimes? You buy palettes and don't use them? Because I need to use this palette. It's just simply gorgeous, and I love the greens in here, and I bought it for fall, and I need to use it. So I'm going to do a look with this palette real soon. I absolutely love the colors in that. The Anastasia Norvina palette. This is the Pro Pigment Volume 3, and this is all mostly mattes, and again, just the color of the leaves. Again, a palette I haven't touched. I bought it for fall, and I bought it to use with actually my Metropolis palette, so I could have some more mattes, but I don't know if I'm really, I don't know, I guess my tastes are changing. I am going from the more loud, bright colors in my taste to the more smoky, or maybe it's just because of the fall seasons. Maybe it's just, this is more of a summer thing, but I didn't even use it this summer, and I kept opening it and looking at it, and I was like, I should really use that green, I should really use it, but I'm not using it, and I think my tastes are leaning more smoky. I don't know, but I'm actually thinking about putting this palette on eBay, and that's another reason I haven't touched it. So anyways, but I think I originally bought it for fall, and I think it is a really pretty fall palette with the greens and the browns, but I'm thinking maybe I'm not attracted to it anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want this palette. This is a discontinued palette, so if you have it in your collection, I think it's good for fall. This is Jeffree Star's Alien palette, and he discontinued it, so I'm just going to touch on it briefly. I absolutely love the grays in here, the purple, I've used this palette quite a bit. It's actually one of my most used Jeffree Star palettes, and the brown, and I love this palette, and I think it's be great for fall. So if you have it, get it out and use it, and everything that I've ever made with this palette I've really, really liked. So that's a good one. Another Jeffree Star palette I wanted to mention is Androgyny. Now again, this is a palette that not a lot of people love, like Subculture. They say it's patchy, blah blah blah, but for fall I absolutely love these colors. You've got your deep berry, you've got your green, you've got your browns. It's just yeah, people say it's patchy. I personally like it. I don't listen, and you know, I think you can make any shadow work if you want to put in the work, and so I'm always on the side of buy what you like. And I absolutely love Subculture, and I'm so glad I bought it, and I'm so glad that I didn't listen to the haters. So this is the Revolution Division, which is claimed to be a Subculture dupe. So it doesn't look like a Subculture dupe to me. It looks like maybe a washed out. So let's take a look at Subculture. Okay, so it does appear to be a dupe. But I liked it for the big pans, and there's only 3 shimmers in here and all mattes. Subculture looks like it's got 4. Yeah, so I'm not mad at it. I wanted to try it. I do not like Revolution, but for $5 I did want to give it a chance because I do like Subculture. So, and I have seen this at TJ Maxx and Marshalls too. That is the Makeup Revolution Division palette. Next I want to show you my favorite palettes of all time, and these are the palettes that are really making me not want my other palettes and questioning very seriously my eyeshadow palette purchases. And the makeup brand I'm talking about is Pat McGrath Labs. I absolutely love, above all, above NATASHA DENONA, the unrivaled Mother Pat herself, Pat McGrath. Now this is, my favorite palette is the very first one, Subliminal, which has the Blitz Blue in it, and it's a very, it just gives me the best smoky eyes. I absolutely love it. But for this video, I'm going with number 2, Mothership Sublime, because it has the Blitz Emerald in it, and I just absolutely love her eyeshadow. You have your special shades, you have your topper shades that change the look of the shades. They're just so pretty, and I absolutely love, look at that emerald. That's Blitz Emerald. It is stunning. It's kind of a black based green, and this palette, the quality of Pat McGrath eyeshadows is unrivaled, second to none. That is number 2, Mothership Sublime, and that is Amethyst. The next one that I really like is, this is Mothership 3 Subversive. This has the pink packaging on it, and this one has got a lot of different colors in it. You've got your burgundy, you've got your great duochrome gold green shift, you've got a blue down here that is so pretty, and you've got a purple, and this is one of the most beautiful Pat McGrath palettes that I own, and I absolutely love it. It's just, look at that purple. So pretty. She just makes the best eyeshadow. And then the last one that I have is the Pat McGrath number 5 Bronze Temptation, and it is a great fall palette. I just got to get some of this red right here. Oh, look at that. So pretty. I think that's called Blitz Fire or something. That's my only complaint with Pat, is that the shade names you have to memorize because they're not on the palettes. It's hard enough to keep the palette names straight because number 1 is Subliminal, 2 Sublime, 3 Subversive, 4 is, I did pretty good remembering that. But anyways, I wish she did the names in gold on the palettes. They come on the little card and you just have to memorize everything. but I do know that this is the Mothership number 5. So another great fall palette. So let's see, I just have a couple more. We're going to wrap this up. The Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. So this is a great palette. Smells like chocolate. You've got some really, really pretty fall colors. You've got a really pretty gold, green, brown. I do like the big pans for the transition shade. And then you've just got a nice, really pretty deep purple here. And this is one of Too Faced better palettes. I have a pretty good Too Faced palette collection. You can watch my video. Actually, my Urban Decay too. You can watch my Too Faced palette collection video, my Urban Decay palette collection video. I can't remember if I did a NATASHA DENONA one or not. Or maybe my VISEART. I don't know. Just check out my eyeshadow playlist. They're on there. And I've got an extensive Too Faced palette collection. A couple less expensive ones to consider. The ColourPop Just My Luck. I just really like the variety in here because you've got your greens, you've got a really pretty, some browns and golds, and I think this is a really good fall palette because the greens are deeper. I was going to throw in my BH Cosmetics Pistachio palette, but I think this one is better suited for fall. Also, the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. This is an all matte palette that complements the original Warrior palette, but this is a great fall palette because you have all matte shades. You've got your browns, your oranges, your black, your white, and this is a great palette, and I bought this as a complimentary palette to the original Warrior, which is all metallics. So anyways, last but not least, I have a Morphe palette, and I just really like this palette for fall. It just has the fall colors in it. This is the 35M Boss Mood palette, and it's just some great, it's just a great fall color scheme with the plums and the greens and the browns. It's just a darker tones of the orange, and so that's the 35M from Morphe. So that's gonna do it for this one. That is my fall palette collection. My name is Jackie. Please like, subscribe, leave me a message. I appreciate it so much. I've got a lot of videos to do for you this fall and winter. I mean, I'll see you very soon. Okay. Thanks a lot, y'all. Have a great week. Bye-bye.